Victor was very close to selection. He trained with the team for the first 2 days, but still some sort of tightness and soreness there. And we just felt it's no use. This is a very important game for us. We have to come through it, but we also don't want to risk him for the long term. And it's going to be a grueling battle out there, very physical and very. It's going to be an arm wrestle, and you can't get somebody on, especially from the bench, if it's not 100% fit. So we've said we're going to need a whole squad. And Victor is a professional. He came to me and said, he probably won't be able to give his best. He wants to play, but it's better that he withdraw. And then Peter Steff came in, which played their last 3 games. So it's tough losing both captains and Victor, especially in this game where they're very good in the lineouts. But the youngsters have done well, and we're going to back them. They've learned a lot from them. And the type of rugby they've been playing is awesome. Probably 2 of the best locks at the moment. So it's a big setback, but still have very good locks going forward. Well, first of all, the stuff. After the first game and then losing both our captains, and a lot of the senior players had to put up their hands and really talk to each other and look at the mirror as a team. But it's not just about talk. You also need guys that go out into the pitch and perform. So firstly, I thought our forwards made a huge step up in the next few games. Our scrummaging has been good. Our discipline has been much better. But suddenly our wing scored 10 tries of the last 10 tries, and we've been scoring tries. But you need a game breaker. I've always said, if you want to win the World Cup, some players along the line, you need game breakers coming through. And the build up to the World Cup, he wasn't probably at his best. But it's tough for Brian because he plays Test match rugby, then goes to Europe, then come back to Test match rugby. So he never had an off season. So for the first time, I had a good off season. And I think he's peaking at the right time. He's very experienced. He's very, very competitive, and he definitely lifts the team. So you need guys like that in your side, and especially with our young centres and fly off. No, I think he's been one of the best referees in the tournament. I'm very happy to have him. I thought he's. When we played with him previously, we conceded a lot of penalties, but what I do like about him is consistent, and exactly where you stand. And as a team and as a coach, you can prepare for that. As long as they're consistent both ways. He knows the law well, but he's also got a great feeling for the game, especially the way the maul. And Francois spoke about the breakdown, where we appreciate what he do for both sides. I think all referees in this tournament, if you don't roll away, you're going to concede the penalty. So if you play positive and keep the ball in hand, you will get penalties. So we're very happy with him. Exactly where we stand. He knows the conditions. He's blown here, so he's a great ref, and you have to adapt. But we've been happy with him in the past. I think he's a quality ref like most of the matches.
It's a fantastic place to play rugby. It's the heart of English rugby. It's an electric place to play. It'll be exciting. It'll be an exciting match, and obviously the occasion is huge. It's a quarter-final. It's a knockout to this tournament. Wales are a tough side, and we look forward to facing them at Twickenham. Our approach has pretty much been the same throughout this tournament and the build-up to the World Cup. We want to dictate the tempo of the game, which requires our guys to get in there early, our cleaners to do a good job of it, to not give their guys half a chance to get in over the ball and affect that. Which I think we've been effective in that area over the past few weeks. But as the tournament goes on, the pressure mounts, the opposition you face are become tougher and tougher. But obviously, to win this thing, you need to beat the best teams and be effective, especially in that area.